Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at The Rock. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he's running in the open. Inside the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Mids offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Snagged in the middle, it's Ingram. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Navy quick to the line.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They've been running it, but now the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understand?
Open runway ahead. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to pass it on second down. Extending the play. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. So a drive there of 84 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. He's got the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
To the ground, he's got it again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Gets it out fast. Powers through the defender. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Back to the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Now the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense and defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Direct snap. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
You start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And the Golden Eagles look to keep this drive humming. To throw, it's Daniels. Using the quick game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
The Golden Eagles trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. Touchdown, Southern Miss! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And Navy will go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's right on target. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the catch. It's Wall. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And the Golden Eagles will boot it away to start the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He'll do it himself. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Navy quick to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Navy will have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Second and goal coming up. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Peterson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Mississippi. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Navy offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Navy quick to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Off he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cotton. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And Navy will go back on the attack. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action on 1st down. Getting some heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop it from getting the 1st down. Navy quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle. It's Ingram. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. No huddle here for the offense. Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Quick strike complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. It'll be a draw. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Looking to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Daniels. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make it.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Leaves it with the back. The Golden Eagles get the first down.
Another first down for Southern Miss.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like